Imagine a roaring crowd of 50,000, the sun blazing down on a magnificent arena. The air crackles with anticipation. Gladiators prepare for combat, their swords glinting. This is the Colosseum, the heart of ancient Rome's entertainment, a monument to its power and ambition. It has stood for centuries, a silent witness to history's triumphs and tragedies. Completed in 80 AD, the Colosseum, originally known as the Flavian Amphitheatre, wasn't just a building, it was a statement. It embodied the spirit of Rome, its love for spectacle, its architectural prowess, and its complex relationship with violence. From the thunderous roar of the crowd to the clash of steel, the Colosseum played host to a vast array of events. Gladiatorial combat, wild animal hunts, even mock naval battles unfolded on its sands. Its legacy continues to fascinate us, reminding us of the grandeur and brutality of a bygone era. Join me as we journey back in time to uncover the secrets of the Colosseum. The story of the Colosseum begins with an emperor, Vespasian, who seized power in the tumultuous year of 69 AD, a year marked by civil war. Determined to consolidate his power and win over the Roman populace, Vespasian embarked on a series of ambitious building projects. None were more ambitious than the Colosseum. Vespasian's predecessor, Nero, had built a lavish palace complex for himself, complete with an artificial lake. Vespasian, a man of the people, chose to drain the lake and build a colossal amphitheatre on the site, a gift to the Roman citizens. This act was both symbolic and strategic. By building the Colosseum on the grounds of Nero's former palace, Vespasian was, in a sense, erasing the memory of a hated ruler and replacing it with something awe-inspiring and accessible to all. The scale of Vespasian's vision was breathtaking. The Colosseum would be the largest amphitheatre ever built, capable of holding an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. It was a statement of power, wealth, and engineering might that would resonate throughout the Roman Empire. Constructing the Colosseum was a monumental undertaking. It required the labor of tens of thousands of workers, including skilled artisans, laborers, and slaves. It was a testament to Roman organization, engineering, and sheer manpower. The first task was to lay the foundation. This involved digging a massive elliptical pit over 6 meters deep and covering 6 acres. To ensure stability, the foundation was reinforced with concrete, a material the Romans practically invented and used extensively. Next came the arduous task of transporting and assembling the building materials. The Colosseum's exterior is primarily travertine, a type of limestone quarried in Tivoli, about 20 miles from Rome. These massive blocks, some weighing several tons, were transported by oxen-drawn carts along specially built roads. The Colosseum's interior was a marvel of intricate design and craftsmanship. It featured a complex network of corridors, ramps, and staircases designed to manage the flow of thousands of spectators. Imagine the hustle and bustle, the shouts of laborers, the clang of hammers, as this iconic structure rose from the ground. The Colosseum's enduring strength lies in the ingenuity of its design and the Romans' mastery of concrete. The Romans were pioneers in the use of concrete, and the Colosseum is a testament to their expertise. The Colosseum's outer wall is a masterpiece of Roman engineering. It stands 157 feet tall and is divided into 4 tiers. The arches provided structural support and allowed for vaulted corridors and stairways. These elements distributed weight evenly, contributing to its stability. This allowed the Romans to create vast, open spaces within the Colosseum. Despite centuries of earthquakes and neglect, much of the Colosseum still stands. Its resilience showcases Roman engineering genius. Section 5, Spectacles of Blood and Sand. The games begin. The inauguration of the Colosseum in 80 AD was a spectacle unlike any other. Emperor Titus presided over 100 days of games, a lavish display of wealth and power. The Colosseum was the stage for gladiatorial combat. Gladiators, often slaves or prisoners of war, were trained to fight to the death. They fought with a variety of weapons and armor. Animal hunts, known as venationes, were another popular form of entertainment. Exotic animals were shipped from across the empire to be hunted in the arena. Thousands of animals were often slaughtered in a single day. The Colosseum's arena floor could be transformed for mock naval battles. The arena would be flooded, and gladiators would engage in ship-to-ship combat. Imagine the roar of the crowd as gladiators clashed. Section 6. More than just games, the Colosseum's cultural role. The Colosseum wasn't just a place of entertainment. It was a powerful symbol of Roman power, a tool for social control, and a reflection of Roman values. The games held in the Colosseum were a powerful display of Roman power and wealth. They served to entertain the masses, but they also served as a reminder of Rome's dominance over its conquered territories. The exotic animals shipped from across the empire were a potent symbol of Rome's reach. The games also played a role in social control. By providing free entertainment, the emperors could appease the masses and distract them from political unrest. The Colosseum, in a sense, acted as a safety valve, releasing social pressure and reinforcing the emperor's authority. The violence of the games might seem shocking to us today, but it was an accepted part of Roman culture. The Romans had a complex relationship with death and violence, and the Colosseum, in many ways, reflected those values. Section 7. A city's heart, the Colosseum and Roman life. The Colosseum was more than just an arena. It was woven into the fabric of daily life in ancient Rome. It was a place for social gatherings, a source of gossip, and a symbol of civic pride. On days when the games were held, the Colosseum would be the center of attention in Rome. People from all walks of life, from senators to slaves, would flock to the arena, eager to witness the spectacle unfold. The atmosphere would be electric, with vendors hawking food and souvenirs. The Colosseum was a place where social hierarchies blurred. While seating was generally segregated by social class, the shared experience of witnessing the games created a sense of common identity among the spectators. The games were a frequent topic of conversation in Roman society. People would discuss the latest victories, debate the merits of different gladiators, and share rumors about the upcoming events. The Colosseum, in a sense, acted as a social glue, binding the citizens of Rome together. Section 8. The twilight of the games, a slow decline. The decline of the Colosseum was a gradual process, mirroring the decline of the Roman Empire itself. A combination of factors contributed to its slow demise. As the Roman Empire faced increasing economic pressures and external threats, the cost of staging lavish games in the Colosseum became increasingly burdensome. Emperors were forced to cut back on the frequency and grandeur of the games. The rise of Christianity also played a role in the decline of the games. Early Christians viewed the games as barbaric and condemned the violence and bloodshed they entailed. As Christianity gained influence within the Roman Empire, support for the games waned. Natural disasters also took their toll on the Colosseum. In 217 AD, a fire, likely caused by lightning, damaged the upper levels of the Colosseum. While repairs were carried out, the Colosseum never fully recovered its former glory. Section 9. From Arena to Ruin, the Colosseum after the fall. The last recorded games in the Colosseum were held in the 6th century AD. After that, the once grand arena fell into disuse and neglect. The Colosseum, once a symbol of Roman power, was stripped of its valuable materials, its stone repurposed for other buildings. During the Middle Ages, the Colosseum was used for various purposes, including a fortress, a quarry for building materials, and even housing. Its once imposing facade was scarred by the elements and by human hands. Earthquakes also took their toll on the Colosseum. In the 14th century, a major earthquake caused significant damage to the structure, causing a large portion of the outer wall to collapse. The fallen stones were carted away for use in other construction projects. Section 10. Rediscovering a legacy, the Colosseum's second life. Despite its neglect and decay, the Colosseum never faded entirely from memory. Artists and writers continued to be inspired by its ruins, and it remained a popular destination for travelers and pilgrims. During the Renaissance, there was a renewed interest in classical antiquity, and the Colosseum was seen as a powerful symbol of Rome's glorious past. Artists and architects studied its ruins, incorporating elements of Roman design into their own work. In the 18th century, Pope Benedict XIV declared the Colosseum a sacred site, believing that it had been sanctified by the blood of Christian martyrs who were said to have been executed there. This act helped to protect the Colosseum from further damage and looting. Efforts to preserve and restore the Colosseum began in earnest in the 19th century. Archaeologists began to excavate the arena floor, uncovering the complex network of tunnels and chambers beneath. The eternal city's enduring symbol, the Colosseum today, Today, the Colosseum stands as one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors each year. While much of the original structure has been lost, its power lies in transporting us back in time. Standing within its walls, we can almost hear the roar of the crowd. The Colosseum serves as a reminder of the grandeur and brutality of the Roman Empire. It continues to inspire awe and wonder, a treasure for future generations.